analyzing chart patterns, specifically triangles. So the triangle can be a continuation or a reversal pattern. Although more often it's a continuation pattern. There's three types of triangles: symmetric, ascending, and descending triangle. So to look at, this is symmetrical triangle. There's not really any flat or horizontal line as far as part of the triangle goes. This is an ascending triangle where the horizontal line is at the top and then the price ascends as far as the price action. And then here we've got the horizontal line at the bottom. This is a descending triangle. There's a descending line at the top, okay? So descending triangle, ascending triangle, symmetrical triangle. Triangles are huge. You know, they're probably one of the first things that I really started to learn as far as in technical analysis. And it real after you start to, I don't even have to draw them anymore because you can just kind of visualize them that they're there. So if trend lines are drawn along the highs and the lows of the price action, the trend lines converge towards each other. This creates the appearance of a triangle. So how do we use the triangles? Since they can be continuation patterns or reversal patterns, okay, what does this mean? Let's just explain. A continuation pattern basically means, okay, so we're in a downtrend. All right, so this is a continuation pattern. So it will continue in the same path. This basically gives your RSI some time to cool off. Your price action is going to continue after the break a majority of the time. So again, downtrend, continuation pattern, and there's a couple others: bull flags, bear flags, pennants. So there's a couple others, but triangles are continuation patterns. So downtrend, continuation pattern, and then we continue our downtrend. So it's a continuation of this downtrend, okay? Typically, continuation patterns. Rarely, but sometimes they're reversal patterns. So the key is here, you have to wait for the price to break out of the pattern to indicate which direction it's going. So keep in mind, like when I say buy the breakout, like what we're looking at is we're looking at these triangles as far as we want to see the triangle broken out of. So we're waiting for the breakout. When I draw triangle charts and I post them, this means, hey, if you're going to open a trade, you look at the triangle, you buy the breakout, and I'll show you where to set the stops in just a second. Let's look at basic attention token. So there's a ton of triangles right here at basic attention token. So just to start drawing a couple of them. So there's a triangle here, okay? And so again, so you've got, this is kind of a pennant, but it's a triangle, okay? So you've got a move higher. So your flagpole or pennant pole here, okay? And it's a continuation pattern. So you're moving higher, continuation pattern, everything cools off, gives the price time to cool off, the RSI, and then it continues higher. So this on a pennant, typically you're dealing with like the length of the flagpole, and basically it was pretty much right on. So this is how you get your target of the move higher. So triangle pattern here. Again, so you've got the move higher. So this is a continuation pattern. Price action is moving higher. Continuation pattern, and then it breaks out. So where would you make this? How would you trade this is the question. So you want to buy the breakout. So you're basically watching the chart and waiting for this breakout right here. As soon as it breaks out, you buy that breakout. Where do you put your stop at? You put your stop right beneath the other side of the triangle. Okay, so the risk to reward ratio here is super in your favor. It's a lot better than one-to-one risk to reward ratio. So great thing about triangles is they're great, safe trades to make. So I'll post them a lot. And you just have to know when you see this chart pattern, the decision you have to make is, are you going to make a trade on this? So if so, buy the breakout, and then basically your price target, again, with triangle patterns, really you're measuring the distance here, okay? So the distance of the triangle at its base per se, and then over here, and that gives you a pretty good estimate of where you're going to get as far as the price action goes. So your target's here. So then obviously you make this distance. Continuation triangles occur more than reversal triangles. Focus more on breakouts to the upside during uptrends, and breakouts to the downside during downtrends. There needs to be at least 2 swing highs and 2 swing lows. So what does that mean? So what they're talking about is swing high. So the price swings low. This is a swing low. Swing high. This is a swing high. Swing low, swing high. Swing low, swing high. Swing low, swing high. Okay, so it's that simple. So you need two of those to really have a good triangle. Obviously, you could not, there's no swing highs over here. So you could not draw a triangle pattern like this because there's nothing in here. Okay. But however, so you've got swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Okay, so here's your triangle. And again, you're buying the breakout. Okay, so you're just waiting. As soon as it breaks out, you buy. You put your stop in place, and then you figure out, where you want your price target, where you want to. Every trade you go into, you got to have an entry, an exit, stop loss. Like, you've got to have a plan before you make the trade. It's not, I'm going to sell this trade, I'm going to buy back in lower. Like, you have to have a specific plan of action, because if you don't know exactly what you're doing, price changes, fluctuates, you might get in there, FOMO in or out of the trade. It's really important to have a lot of structure in your trades. The price may make a couple more swings within the triangle. You redraw the trend line if needed to accommodate the new swing prices. So if these triangles are not set in stone, like, they can change, and that's okay. Like, you can update your, I've drawn that Bitcoin triangle that we've been in for a couple of months. I can't 70 different times, and everyone's been slightly different. When the price moves above the upper trend line, it signals the price is likely to move higher. The pattern is complete. If the price drops below the lower trend line, it signals the price is likely to continue dropping. Again, just to talk about the Bitcoin triangle, that's why I really want to see a bunch of volume. Typically, on a breakout of a triangle, you'll see a good spike in volume come in, and it really gives you a lot of confirmation, especially on a big triangle that we're looking at with Bitcoin. We should definitely see a ton of volume come in as confirmation that we're breaking out of the pattern. This is a symmetrical triangle. Okay, we'll go over here to a bigger version. And you see, you've got a downtrend, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. Okay, basically 2 touches on each side, and you've got your triangle at that point. And then you're looking, hey, where's the breakout at? Okay, so now this is a downtrend and it's a symmetrical triangle, so really can break out either way. But because there's a downtrend here, this is a continuation pattern, it breaks lower typically. So if you're, this is more for shorting when you're trying to play these trades on a downtrend. That's why the bear markets, it's so hard to trade unless you're shorting this stuff. It's so hard to trade. Like, you're basically working against the trend, and that is definitely not what you want to do. Ascending triangle. So again, downtrend, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, vice versa. The price is ascending, so the price action basically is continuing to move higher. Because of this downtrend, this broke to the downside. Most of the time, ascending triangles break to the upside. This is a descending triangle, so typically these break to the downside. But here, again, this is an uptrend, so that influences the price as a continuation pattern, and it breaks to the upside. It really has more to do with the trend that it's in. If it's in an uptrend, the chances, because it's a continuation pattern, there's a lot higher chance that it's going to break to the upside, okay, because it's in an uptrend. Wherever the horizontal line is, that's where the chances of it breaking are slightly, percentage-wise, a little bit higher. As far as percentage to break down is higher normally on the descending triangle. However, this is an uptrend, continuation pattern, uptrend. Your first thing you want to know about this is you're just buying the breakout, okay? Buying the breakout, and then the distance from the open ends of the triangle will basically give you your target. Price targets. The height of a triangle at its base, or widest part, provides some clues as to how far the price could run following the breakout. The distance here added to this gives you the target price. It didn't really make it to that point in this run-up. Not most of the time it doesn't. You probably get about 65 to 70% of this distance. Since continuations are more reliable than reversals, if an upside breakout occurs during an uptrend, continue taking a long position. This is an uptrend, an upside breakout, so this is where you want to make your buy. Don't let your biases or beliefs interfere with what the market is actually doing. Even though an upside triangle breakout may be more likely during an uptrend, a downside breakout sends a warning signal that the uptrend could be in trouble, or the price will move lower for a while. The reward to risk ratio on triangles is always better than 1-to-1, which is favorable. This is because the profit target is based on the entire height of the pattern. The stop loss is based on the smaller portion of the triangle. So here, Again, you're buying this breakout and you're putting your stop loss right below the triangle, the bottom side of the triangle, okay? So these triangles are super easy. They're very common. They're all the time you can find triangles everywhere. So I want you guys to practice. Set up Coinigy, TradingView. Take some time. I promise you, this stuff is simple. Once you start using it and trying it out and testing it out, send me pictures of your charts, and I'll say, hey, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Maybe do this a little different. But it's important for you to just kind of get your feet wet and start practicing this. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I appreciate everybody's support. You guys take care. I'll see you soon.